GrapheneOS is getting the F out of France.
Australia is set to become the first country to implement a minimum age for social media use, marking the beginning of an expected global wave of regulations.
Within the last several days, the UK has proposed a 24/7 on-device surveillance software to scan everything you do.
A fury has swept over Nepal. The country's parliament ablaze earlier this week as thousands of protesters stormed it, setting it and other government buildings on fire. It's being called a Gen Z revolution after thousands of infuriated young people poured into the streets at the start of the week. The immediate spark, a government ban on social media apps, including WhatsApp and YouTube.
Okay, you gotta admit, I'm getting pretty good at the intros, huh? In all seriousness, the world is having some serious, massive privacy concerns and issues. Like, seriously. For example, not even about a month ago, we had GrapheneOS have to leave France simply because France threatened them to take all their data from the OVH servers. I was actually talking to one of the owners of GrapheneOS when it was happening over on their Discord, and they were saying that apparently France was threatening to confiscate their data, essentially, if they didn't comply, because they had already worked before in the past with server providers such as OVH, which is where Graphene was currently hosting their data at the time. So instead of complying with them, they decided to pull out of France entirely and began migrating their data almost immediately. We're seeing a lot of stuff coming up about France, but the thing is that if you Google anything about France, you'll see almost nothing is coming up about this. Privacy issues in France. It's like it's all being just under disguise, essentially. No matter what you try and Google, if you will, you're not going to find it. You can't even really find it if you go to YouTube. And you're telling me the top videos that I have is from either 19 hours ago or 12 years ago, and they all have less than 5K views? When something just went down with GrapheneOS that Linus covered that just so happens to not be at all anywhere to do with this? So it's getting bad, and the information that we're trying to find out and everything else is starting to be hidden. You can see here on the Proton.me when they're talking about GrapheneOS that in 2025 the UK basically told Apple that either they're going to make an encrypted backdoor for all the Apple devices or they're going to remove the end-to-end encryption for certain services. Now, obviously, we all know at this point what Apple decided to do. This goes further even, however, because you can see here that people are starting to be arrested over Twitter posts or X posts. Now you might be wondering what exactly got him to be enjoying the wonderful haven of a prison cell. It was homophobia, which last I checked was not illegal. And while he said that he hates them, there's nothing to say that he was going to go after them or anything of that nature whatsoever. It got even worse though, because even Elon Musk himself described Britain as a police state now. But in case you think that's where it ends, we have even more. The UK expands live facial recognition surveillance as Greater Manchester Police joins nationwide rollout. It's quite interesting though, because you can kind of see the build-up where someone gets arrested for free speech. We have live facial recognition, and we also have people getting caught in UK's police facial recognition scans. All of this to now conclude on the fact that the UK is proposing mandatory on-device surveillance and VPN age verification. At the time of recording this, there are only 4 states that oppose this currently, and 23 that actually support it. It's really interesting as well because the EU politicians are exempted from this surveillance under professional secrecy rules. But you don't get it. I was pretty surprised as well to see that the only 4 countries that stand against it are Czech Republic, Italy, Netherlands, and Poland. That's it. Everyone else so far has been supporting it. So, needless to say, it's getting out of hand pretty damn fast. Anyways, though, I need to get back to working out and getting my life all straightened up since I have about 30 days left before basic training. So, woohoo! If you guys enjoyed this video, remember to subscribe. It really helps me out, especially since I'm such a small YouTuber. Like, seriously. Especially if you made it to the end of this video. And I know every YouTuber begs, but, like, you know, hit that button, please. Also, feel free to drop down a comment, tell me what I got wrong and stuff, and what I can do better, because I seriously take the input. Anyways, see you guys.
Balls hanging low while I pop a bottle off of your chain swinging, clang clang, and it costs a lot. Bitch,